somebody like him starting for the Cleveland Browns, Flacco is really that positions him to be the security blanket, which is what you brought him there for to begin with. You didn't bring him there to lead the Browns. You brought him to be a security blanket in the event that you couldn't find somebody else who could do it. That's why people in Cleveland were looking at it last year. Why the hell isn't he here last year? What the hell you let him get out the door for before you ultimately brought him back after the season he had a couple of years ago? But I do think it's important to bring this one nugget up. I'm looking at the average time to throw.
Yo, what it do, man? Welcome to another episode. Now, Li+Sports. Yeah, I changed the name from CR Sports to Li+Sports. I like it a little better. Hey, man, we got to tap in with Shedeur Sanders. Man, after his performance Friday, we are now wondering, should Shedeur Sanders be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? I got Stephen A. Smith in the crew, man. They about to break down and see what they think. Now, let's lock into the video.
For a quarterback last year in the National Football League. Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like at 2.42 to 3.14 seconds, if I remember correctly, based on what I read.
Sure.
The average time that Shedeur Sanders had to throw the other night was 3.48 seconds. And the reality is that in the National Football League, you know this better than me, Shefty. Obviously, you do too, D.O. You ain't going to get that much time to throw. So I'm saying, again, the one story is that he's earned the right for further looks with the first, second unit as opposed to the third unit. You are right about that. All I'm saying is, as enthusiastic as I am about him, let's be cautiously enthusiastic from the standpoint that you're going up against the Carolina Panthers and you had a year and a day to throw the football.
Stephen A. absolutely right. Again, I'm on a Shedeur Sanders bandwagon. I want to see the kid succeed in every which way. But we got to understand Carolina played their starters on one series. I believe those guys was only going 50 to 75%. So like Stephen A. Smith say, before we just throw Shedeur into the starting lineup, let's see him under some real live bullets. Not saying Friday night wasn't live bullets, but now let's see the second preseason game, people playing a little bit more. They're going to be playing their starters a little bit more. The game plan going to change up. It's going to get way much faster. Let's see Shedeur under that type of pressure before we saying he's going to be the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
Football, that definitely played a factor.
I love the fact that you brought that point up, and here would be my pushback to it, Stephen A. Number one, I actually thought he played fast. That was kind of a complaint of mine coming out of school was there's moments where I want him to play faster, not hurried and frantic, because he didn't do that. Play fast, not hurried. I actually thought he played fast. And the second thing I would say when it comes to that number that you have of the whole, like that, he played fast there. The second touchdown pass, he plays fast. Part of the reason why the ball's held a little bit more in this offense is because that's the design of it. It's a play-action-based offense. They're trying to get some of the chunk completions down the field. So there's moments when, like, this is playing fast. He moves off the pocket in a...
And again, I agree with Dan. Shedeur was playing with rhythm. He was playing with a lot of poise. You know, he was confident. Every pass that he threw, seemed to find his target. He did have some miscues, but like Dan saying, the kid was playing very fast. It seems to me he have a great understanding of the playbook already. So, but does it warrant him being the starter of the Cleveland Browns? I don't know, man. Let's keep rocking into this video.
A second and a half and gets the ball out. So I would argue that I think he played faster than that number that you recited is indicative of. One, because of the style of the offense, and then two, and this is where I'm not sitting here pretending that this was flawless, but there were 2 or 3 times when we saw some of the retreat, run around, don't try and do too much. So I think that, like, that's why I'm so encouraged was he did some of that, and that can't be the calling card of his game. And so I think that, like, there's still even more opportunity for him to fix some of the stuff that might be a hiccup for him in the NFL.
And Stephen A., don't get hung up on who they're playing, okay? This is all against backups. Okay. This is second, third, fourth, fifth strings, whether it's the Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, whoever it is. That's irrelevant to the conversation. What's relevant is what Shedeur does. And in one game, he did all he could in that one opportunity to prove that he belongs. So much so that he...
Totally agree. That's all we can ask Shedeur to do. Take one game at a time. He can't worry about anything else. Again, he must play well. He must handle what come in front of him. Don't worry about tomorrow, just play well, handle the offense, stay in rhythm, keep that confidence, and keep rocking.
He now gets another opportunity to where we're going to be expecting and looking forward to the second Browns preseason game. I don't know the last time we were excited about a Browns preseason game where there was a big storyline to emerge like this, but that's what this is. He showed he belonged on Friday night, and now we'll get a chance the rest of the preseason starting this week to show he belongs again.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, we all know I'm rooting for the brother. That's number one. Let's get that out the way. I'm not trying to throw any shade on the performance that we saw from him. I'm just sitting up there and taking into account what critics may say and asking whether or not there's any level of validity to what they may spew. And so we can knock that down, which you guys just did. The other point that I would bring up, Dio, is, okay, he played fast. He played faster, not frenetically, not panicky, but he played faster, which is something that you wanted to see. And because of what the Browns do schematically under Stefanski, my question would be whether or not that's something that they can continue to do. Because again, if you're anybody going up against Cleveland, particularly with him, you certainly gonna get to him quicker. And you're gonna make sure he has to get rid of that ball a lot quicker. So whether or not the Browns can be successful doing that, I think remains to be seen. Last point, guys, I'm going to tell you why. One of the biggest things I'm hoping for right now, if this brother performs, we ain't going to have this conversation today, but if this brother performs, and dare we say he ends up being the starter for the Cleveland Browns, he pulls this off, there's going to be a whole laundry list of teams that have to answer for passing up on him.
Sure.
And on this show right here, I'm going to have a list of them. It's weeks away, but I'm going to have a list.
Content.
I'm letting you know right now.
Giving him man content.
Good thing.
Okay, man, we're going to stop it right there, man. That was another good one. Before we get out of here again, man, Shedeur Sanders has a long way to go. We still have 2 preseason games to go. I want to see how the Cleveland Browns team react with Joe Flacco and with Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett also. So I want to see all those guys get in the fold before we make a decision. But again, if Shedeur keep playing like that, it's going to be hard for the Cleveland Browns to put that guy on the bench. Again, if Joe Flacco, in my opinion, does not outplay and he just play at the same level, or he plays a little worse, there's no way the Cleveland Browns could justify going with Joe Flacco. They must at that point go on with Shedeur Sanders. Hey, man, that's just my opinion. Well, to the next time, Li+Sports. And make sure you like, subscribe, and please leave all comments below. You already know. Let's go.
Your boy Acoustics. Yep. Your boy Big Lou. Lou, baby. Yeah, hey. Your body move it, baby, and dance all night. Move it, yeah. It's your body. Move it, baby, then dance all night.